We love 8 o'clock.
Poor Mayor Pete.
Oh, okay. What would work for you on Friday morning?
He wants 10.
Well, I've got obligations in the morning up until about 9 o'clock. Just getting all ready for the
So would
day.
9:30 work better for you?
Sure, as late as you guys can tolerate.
Is everybody okay with 9:30?
I think I'm even okay with 10. Okay.
Even 10?
Okay,
Is
10.
10 better?
10 is better.
Jade?
10?
All in favor?
Aye.
If there's somebody, a regularly scheduled meeting, what does that actually mean? We just deem a meeting to be regularly scheduled, or
That's your
what
regular-
makes it regularly scheduled?
That's your ordinance that you guys,
That's the
your
meeting that we
regular
hold
council meeting.
this time
Okay,
every
so
month.
we have it in our ordinance for
This is
once a month.
at 7 o'clock, the second Wednesday of the month.
Okay. New business.
I have something under new business. It's just it's informative for the council. We're going through another audit. Starting this fall, it's gonna be an accountability audit for the years of 22 through 25. It will include meeting minutes. They'll scan through, they'll look for OPMA violations. They're gonna look at the financial conditions, general disbursements, cash receipting, cash and checks. They'll go through payroll and they'll look over all of our new in-place control processes. And yes, it will cost the town.
What's
It's gonna
the-
be about $8,000 plus mileage because it's most likely going to be in-house.
Do we know how long it's gonna take?
He said about 50 to 60 hours.
Over a week.
Yeah. So that's like over 100,000 that the auditor will get from us.
Cool.
So,
And then we're good for 2 years
We have
after
to
that.
do it. It's
We can't
mandatory.
tell them where to go.
No, we have to do it. And then once this is done, it'll be on a cycle of
Please
every 2
don't.
years.
Well, yeah, but they're making us pay for something they should be doing anyway.
well, yeah, that's my first question, where the hell were they?
Oh, but I'm just saying, even this one, they're calling for it.
This is a normal audit, the other one was a
Fraud audit.
special audit for fraud. This is an audit that should have been happening all this time, every 2 years.
This is what we thought was happening all
Right.
the past 5 years.
And then we're good for 2 years, correct?
And then
Jade?
it's every 2 years.
And we'll get a pay for those ones too?
Yes.
Nice.
Somebody got a sticky-
Privilege.
Hey. Budget.
The auditor's office is self-supportive, so we all get to pay every
Yay.
10 days. We don't have an audit.
I think rethink my career choices.
We pay yourself, all that.
Okay, first item on new business is resolution 2026-065, adopting the 20-year population growth target and allocations for 2027. And was that part of the comprehensive plan also? So that's,
Yeah, this is the periodic, the mandatory periodic update.
yeah, the mandatory periodic update to our comprehensive plan that we have joined in with the county.
Yes.
So apparently, there's been some discussion down there about whether we are signed on to this.
I think you signed on.
Well, I know I signed a paper, whether it ever got to her, I have no idea. But what do we need to discuss about that? We're just,
They have to approve it so you can sign it. It's
Okay.
just the growth target.
okay, no, this is a separate population.
It's this one.
Okay, I need a motion to
All in
accept
one.
that so I can sign it and pass it on to them.
Is this the growth
No,
management?
no, I have the email.
It was in your guys' email last
Did
week.
you want to look at that?
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to accept it. I make a motion to accept resolution 2026-065, adopting its 20-year population growth target.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion is passed. Okay, we got every Bass and Assassin. weekend, we get reports of people speeding down Main Street, and I don't blame them for complaining, they really fly down there. We need to come up with a plan. One of you've got several options. I think we should maybe prioritize these options and then just try, if one doesn't work, we'll try the next one, and then we'll try the next one, and work our way up to, like 8 or something. I don't know. We've got speed bumps, we've got more signs, bigger signs, maybe painting it, a 15-foot high, 15 mile per hour thing right in the middle of the street. Something to wake people up when they're coming here to race their boats up and down the river.
It actually starts once boating season starts, they start.
Yeah, but it's,
I mean, Bassin Assassin definitely is
well, yeah.
really bad, but I mean, I live right there on Main, and it's just, they think it's like a
Were you,
racetrack.
did you think it was, feel that it was bad this year?
Unfortunately, or fortunately, I was gone this
You
year.
were gone. I didn't think it was bad sitting up watching. I didn't.
Like I said, I was.
I would start with,
I'd start with the paint.
yes, and more of our little green guys and replace their flags. Because we can move those out in the street to where it kind of bottlenecks them too. And Maisel promised not to run over anymore. So
Slow.
she was looking at Rhonda's beautiful flowers and she drove right over him and killed him. So
That's her story.
that's her story.
Yeah.
But I think let's start with something soft and work our way up.
Okay.
Instead of going hard right at
The
first.
yellow lines that,
Yeah, yeah.
Are you gonna give our great idea? Exploratory sewer line checks where you have to dig up the road and then maybe you just don't fill them in all the way. Or you overfill
I don't
them.
think our insurance covers those kind of
In the trench. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's some leaks in the middle of the road that we need to check.
Yes, Byron.
We got,
Who puts on the Bassin Assassin?
The Western.
Okay. Somebody needs to talk to the Western and say, hey, you're putting this on, your people need to understand this is a community. We hold walleye tournaments at all the other locations, stuff like that. And our anglers know better.
Well, you guys are down there by the Forest Service in Kettle too, so they will manage that
I
more.
think it's an ongoing thing,
I
it's just,
understand it.
it
But
gets
If it's a
aggravated on
Bassin
Bassin.
Assassin thing,
It is, but we want to work with Carol because that brings in a lot of money for our two.
I'm not saying go shoot Carol a new one,
No.
that's not what I'm saying.
But I feel that the town is responsible for the other times of the year, not just Bassin Assassin.
Right.
So I think we need to work
If
together on
that's
that.
where it's
Yeah,
starting,
yeah,
maybe we need to publicize it.
yeah.
I've been following that on your guys' Facebook thing. Couple of things, we have a meeting once a month about this at the county where a bunch of people show up, a public comment, and Remus a new one about people speeding in front of their house. And they want the number on the sign changed, like that changes the way people drive.
It doesn't. It's like the deer crossing sign.
You know, and so we could put this a number on the sign to mean anything, it doesn't mean anything to people. One thing that we have found, the road guys have said have been effective, at the Camas Center down there, you'll notice their signs have the light around them that flashes.
Yes, and it does get my
And you
attention.
can get those with the solar panel on the top,
Yeah.
and they're not outrageous. And they say those are somewhat helpful, but the best thing I think would be to keep talking to the sheriff and have more people get pulled over and reminded. But even Commissioner Smiley needs that sometimes,
Yeah.
that, you know,
I'm just-
cool your
I'm
jets, buddy.
thinking-
So-
And that's more for 31, right?
Yeah.
The speed, but
Yeah,
like
but
down
even there,
Main,
they can do the same, but
Right.
yeah,
Well, we could
because.
just put the, yeah,
I think getting the paint, like
Right.
Amanda said, that's a great idea because it's a visual, they're gonna see, it's like
Yes.
something different.
Yeah.
And then have the little green guys, we can get more of those.
and we'll look into the
And just-
flashing light thing.
Cause we have littles
Right.
and they like to be out there playing and riding their bikes and,
Does the county have the kind that shows the speed estimate?
Yeah.
Because
Those
seem
are
like-
quite a bit more and they're maintenance intensive.
Oh, they.
The ones that I'm talking about just have a LED light around them that
Just
flashes. And some of those have a motion sensor. They don't flash all the time except when they see somebody, they'll flash.
when the rig
The
is.
ones right at the camera center are, I think they just have a light around them and their solar panel. So you don't need to run a power line to them or anything. They have a battery pack and a solar panel.
I think it tells your, or it has the listed speed,
Yeah,
and then it flashes if you're over that
yeah.
immediately.
And blue and red flashing on it really gets my attention.
Yeah, that's right.
That's all
Trying
about
to avoid
design.
that.
After you pass it.
So we'll start soft with that, with the painting and the striping on the
Get
road. and-
JP to cut us out some really big stencils on it. 4x8 sheet of plywood.
So the problem really does not happen in front of my house. I think people are either having to slow down to turn, or they're stopped and turned, and there's a giant.
And you have a pre-made speed bump.
I have a giant speed bump. But once they turn and head out of town, or if they're heading in town, that's when they're like zooming.
That's
I
a
feel like
raceway.
this
Racetrack.
corner down here is a problem. It's a problem to pull out of. It's a problem to pull into it. I mean, I know nothing about roads or how you change the things, the makeup of them, but it would almost be nice if that entry had some sort of like limitation to it. Because that's where they're getting speed, is going in front of your house and continuing on, and just like Dennis, and his dog last year, they're coming out of this end or going into this end, because otherwise they have to turn.
Coming off of 31, going really fast.
Exactly. Or
Down
coming
the
out of
hill.
the park and heading to 31 really fast.
Going up to.
Because otherwise they have to turn.
Yeah.
So,
That 25 mile an hour speed limit sign is,
Just block that street off.
Put them little guys right in the middle of the road, but you might need to buy a few more.
Yeah. You could block the street on Fast and Assassin Day, so they'd have to turn.
And see, that's what I was suggesting too, is we could do like a boat route.
But if
Because
people
then it
are
would go
trying to
right
get in
past the
some,
mini mart.
if they're trying to get into your park, I'm sorry, go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
I was just gonna say, then they would go right past the mini mart, they'd have to get their beer and their gas, and then right past the Western and do all their signing up for the back from Assassin. They don't even need to be on this end of town.
How would that affect your RV campers that are coming in, Mike?
We don't have anybody there during Bass Assassin.
But any other time if that,
Well, yeah, we get.
Don't need other hot traffic.
the Bass and Assassin, we could do that and let Carol know, so she's on the same page with us, that we're not stopping it.
Yeah,
We're
just.
just hindering their ability to fly.
and when anglers sign up, they're not gonna be offended if she reminds people that this is a small community and we have, where this is gaining headway, there's more and more people, so just keep that in mind, please, when you're driving your boat around town.
Yeah. It's not a raceway.
Yeah, I don't know.
CIAWI, my brain won't remember.
That is our
I know,
insurance.
what does it stand for?
It's our,
What does it stand for?
it's our insurance,
Cities,
city
insurance.
Association of
of
Washington.
of
Yep.
Washington, yeah.
Thank you, Blake.
Thank you.
Anyway,
So,
CIAW,
did you want me to speak on
Insurance
that?
Compliance Act, what, excuse me?
No, you're fine. I was gonna speak on it.
Oh, okay, good.
Jade and I went through all the insurance guy came up and checked everything from our building to our plants. And we have a red, green, and orange, and he's gonna be back on the 25th. So we have to be in compliance with a lot of things that will be getting done before he gets here. And then on the 25th, he'll go through and things fall off his list as we comply for our insurance.
We have to either fix them or have,
No, there is
Plan,
no
we gotta
either
fix-
fix them, red is fixed.
Red is,
Not
you have
either.
so many days. and
Yeah,
it's
red,
fixed.
yeah,
Is that something that's public that we can look at to see what needs to be fixed?
yes,
Yeah,
we have it in there.
yes, page after page.
It's,
It's really thick.
What if there's things on his list that we can't afford to get fixed right now? Can we show him that we have a plan?
No, red is 30 days, and those are things we have to amend.
the biggest, I would say the most expensive fix would be he wants fencing at Monk Springs. He wants
And we
it
have-
100 feet up the stream and it needs to be fenced all around.
And we
That's-
can't go 100 feet.
That's the insurance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell them to pounce.
We purchased T-posts yesterday, and
We're
we have
trying.
2
Was
gate
somebody
panels
falling
we're
in
gonna
the
put there,
ground?
so it'll be
Oh, yeah.
a somewhat fix.
I don't know. That's, I would say the biggest one, and then a
Fencing
hot water
around.
heater at the wastewater
Oh,
plant.
yes.
And he doesn't like all the rot in the cabinet thing.
Yeah, the counter.
He wants it fixed. And he doesn't like the carpet in the office.
Well, that's gonna get remodeled as we go, so.
We have a plan for all that stuff
Do we
now.
have the electrical and whatnot for our hot water heater?
I don't know, that's a JP question.
JP said he can run it, we just don't have hot water here.
We might have a hot water heater.
I have a water, Tim,
Do
I
you
have
know
a
it
hot
works?
water heater that Tim sold me
Yeah.
Mine
last
works.
week.
Yours works? That's what we need to know. We don't need one gifted that we don't know if it works till you hook it up.
You gotta run the power either way. Just three.
True.
Three.
The power is
So
there.
you know,
Total
like,
Say it needs to work.
So anyway, that's our insurance thing, and it is here at the office for everyone to view.
Yeah, there's pictures, lots of stuff.
Yeah, he took tons of pictures.
Okay, next item is, we have used to be the sheriff's and the marshal's office down here. It's right now full of, it's like storeroom. And, yeah, I don't know who wants to talk about that?
It's part of the insurance, it has to be cleaned out,
Yeah.
regardless of what we do with it.
Yeah, we're talking about renting it as an office space for somebody. They want office space in town. And I think that's a really great idea.
Now, would you guys be open to something like that?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm sure that we would, there's paperwork and lots of legalities that would come with renting it, just insurance wise. So if that would be okay, I could start working and getting paperwork together.
Probably some type of legal agreement and where their insurance is and what,
Yeah, what liability?
yeah.
How much? or-
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't,
Yep, no, I think that's great.
And the amount will probably come with them wanting the room and what they're willing to offer, and then we can negotiate across all of this.
okay, next item is our civility process for the town.
Policy.
Civility policy for the town of Metaline. Jade has written up a draft. What would we, it's a policy.
I think we would have to, are we all in agreement to adopting and making a ordinance or adopting a policy for this?
It's going to be a policy, a resolution,
Just a
or an
policy.
ordinance,
It's just a policy
just a policy.
for expected and unacceptable conduct. A response for the town for disruptive behavior, protection of public rights. It's pretty simple and it's laid out really nice and clean.
Very clean cut, very easy to understand, and, yeah.
It's a code of conduct we need to adopt and have in town.
What do we need to do to get that?
You'd have to motion in a second for council.
Do you need a motion to adopt
Just a policy.
the civility policy for the town of Metaline?
I make a motion to adopt the civility and public conduct policy for the town of Metaline.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Mr. Commissioner?
Couple of things. Next Wednesday is the EDAC meeting at us. And anybody that's here that hasn't attended those, I highly recommend that. Really informative, always has a good agenda. We're gonna be talking about a couple of things of significance, I think, for this area. First, a brownfield grant. The port has received an EPA grant to do a countywide assessment and inventory of all brownfields. And a brownfield is a parcel of property that might or may not have contamination, and that contamination is causing it to not be used and is preventing its reuse. So,
The cement plant or?
yeah, throw a rock out there and you'll find one.
Or you can fill.
And so we did get a grant to do a countywide assessment, and that is being done right now. Basically what that is gonna be dots on a map where they suspect there is property that's not being used and might be contaminated. They already have quite a list of those, of course, There's several people in this room that probably own some, including myself. But the second part of that will be more testing and also cleanup. The important thing I would say about the second phase of that grant is totally voluntary with the homeowner, the property owner, and requires the permission and cooperation and even assistance of the property owner. And that's going to be probably a year or so out where the second phase comes in. First, the assessment. These are where they're all at. The second part will be the testing and having a plan for cleanup. This could include even properties like the Hoogie's property, even properties like the hospital in Metaline Falls, anything that might have any kind of contamination, old fuel stations. In our mines, we all go to mines up here, and of course that is one thing. But the idea is that if that property isn't being used because of the mess on it, this would help clean up the mess so it could be used for something. And that's the idea. We're going to be having more discussion about that at the EDAC meeting.
They're gonna be financing this?
Yes, it's totally paid for by the EPA, and I went to a federal partners meeting last month at Kennewick, and the EPA was there, and we talked quite a bit about the brownfield program. And this is also, in this case, the initial phase is administered by the State Department of Ecology, but it is funded by the EPA. Different than what you would think about like a Superfund cleanup, and it's completely different than that. But the thing I would just really want to reiterate to everybody, this is voluntary. It is not enforcement. And and I know this is the biggest lie out there, they're here to help. But that's just what I wanted to reiterate to everybody. And we're having a steering committee that looks at those, and that committee meets after the EDAC meetings. I'm on that. And Jade's on that, representing this community. So just giving people a heads up on that. Question?
When, where,
Next Wednesday at 9 o'clock
where?
at the USC Community Center.
Yep.
The other thing I would just mention, they're also going to talk about opportunity zones. And I'm sure there's probably not too many people there that know what an opportunity zone is. 2017, Congress passed a law that updated the IRS rules around capital gains tax. So if you have a business that's worth a lot of money and you've sold it, you pay capital gains, or a piece of real estate or whatever. It's commercial, you pay capital gains. Opportunity zone law says if you invest that money that you made in an opportunity zone, you don't have to pay the capital gains. Okay? And these opportunity zones are census designated areas where the IRS has said we would like people to invest more money in businesses in those areas. Guess what? We're in an opportunity zone. Okay? Except for the governor is the one who designates those for the IRS rules. There's an application in right now for the new designation of opportunity zone. I think opportunity zone is a great thing from a person who has paid significant capital gains tax in the past. If I would rather say, hey, rather than give the IRS here, let's say $50,000, I would rather invest that in a business here and not pay the tax. And that's the idea behind an opportunity zone. So, there's a committee meeting at the EDAC that's we're going to start looking at doing the application to renew opportunity zones for this area for the new census. And I'd like to keep that here. I think at some point we will see some people that come here, or even some people from here that say, you know what, I used to live there, I want to invest in my business there because I don't want to pay capital gains.
Yeah,
So,
which would probably happen just because there are people that just want to donate.
sure.
I live there,
Sure,
here's
and
money.
I'll just give you guys a little short story. My dad bought White's Foods, he bought 60% of White's Foods in 1962. okay? And when he sold it, 50% of what he got went to capital gains trees. I remember seeing those checks going to the IRS.
I've dealt
Okay.
with capital gains too.
Because of a 40-year increase in value. And if that had been in the place at that time, I guarantee you, we would have been looking at, wow, let's invest this money here and put it in this investment and defer that capital gains rather than pay that, just write them a check. So I think that would help our economy. That's why the EDIC is in that. So we'll see if it works. So far, what it requires is a private individual that says, I want to do that. So far, it hasn't been nothing. But so those two things I wanted to make a mention of and do a plug out for the EDIC. The other thing, they're doing a lot of good work on the railroad. Right now, they're doing the feasibility study and engineering study for what it would take if we would ever rebuild the railroad or not. And that's basically in several phases, from Newport to us, and from us to Ione, and then from Ione to here. And I think when we get that done, that will help us as well.
I own it here.
I own it here. I have a feeling that's what that's going to do is say, okay, we all knew this, now we really know. Okay? I think that's what it's, which is good. Instead of people guessing, instead of people saying, well, it might, no, now we know. Let's just take it done. That's all I had, Mr. President.
Fire District 2.
Fire District 2, we had a total of 198 calls for service for the month of April. Town of Metaline had a total of 3 EMS calls. So that's up 300% from last year's total number of 0. So people have been less healthy in 2026. But yeah. Other than that, we've been able to handle the call volume the town produces. It sounds like we're able to at least get the piles down at the park lit.
Yeah.
So hopefully between the weather and what the rest of the year has, we'll get it all taken care of.
Thank you. Sheriff? No sheriff. Amanda?
Let's see, thanks to Rick and Tim, the park's been getting mowed, looks nice. Appreciate that. I participated in the Bassin Assassin, I think it was a great, brought in a lot of, economics for our town, and like 220 anglers or something, and Byron and I had a great time and brought in some guests as well, so I'm thankful that the Western puts that on, and it's something that we enjoy and look forward to.
Yeah?
I was just gonna say thank you to Fire District 2 for getting that pile started and burning, and he said that he'll probably have to come back and we'll get a piece of equipment, turn it over.
Yeah.
So maybe burn through Monday, hopefully, if the rain.
Yeah, depending on what the weather does, but as soon as it dries out again, we can.
And then I wanted to speak on the bear that we have in town with her 2 babies. She hasn't hurt anyone, and she does this every year. And Maisel called tonight to tell me that she came to visit her, and she just looked through the window with her cubs and then ran down to the park. She didn't stand up in her door and look at her, and then took off to the park, and that's where she spread the garbage, and Alicia and I cleaned that
I'll
up
make my
today.
daily call to Bryant again. We've talked to,
What's today, Wednesday? So the permit is done, the haze permit is done today. So we'll have to put in another call.
yeah, and that is, like, we have to call, wake somebody up over in Olympia, they answer the phone, and he fills out a piece of paper that gets looked at by somebody, that calls somebody, and, I mean, I made like 5 calls. just to get
Can we
it
not have someone local that has dogs just?
Well, that's
run
Brian,
over?
but he
Oh, that's Brian.
needs a license to do that.
Yes, have a permit.
Janet,
Yes.
guys, on Tuesday, I think it's Tuesday, in our board commissioner meeting, there's gonna be, his name's John Haydinger. He is the new Fish and Wildlife Conflict Supervisor.
I'm talking to him.
He's gonna be in our meeting and available. I was gonna have the sheriff there, if he can't make it. I will definitely talk to him about trying to get a level of service for you guys. When I came through yesterday, early morning, going down to the county, there was a bag of garbage in the middle of the highway out here. I'm like, I know how that got there. So, but yeah, I'll talk to him about that.
I don't wanna see her
He reached out to
hurt.
us
She's
and said,
irritated.
hey, I'm new, I'm based in Colville, I wanna start forming relationships with people about wildlife conflicts. So, and look for that on our agenda when we publish it tomorrow or Friday.
If you could talk to him, what is that, a week? He gets a week to run the bear off?
Once it's
I want to
licensed.
say that's about right.
Yeah.
The permit, they're really
that's-
short term.
I mean, this thing's gonna keep coming back until we get them up in the hills.
I don't mind them when they're like that, but
I
when they start getting, like, going after dogs or.
She hasn't been aggressive.
They're,
but-
Rick used to have solutions for those when they got like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
But,
Okay, we don't wanna.
The other thing I wanted to mention was thank you to the townspeople that helped the kids up at the cemetery last week when they worked on cleaning the cemetery.
That was fun, actually.
Good. They had fun too. They came back all smiles and enjoyed it.
I don't know who the lady was.
Lolly Link,
Yes.
she's
She
fun.
did well.
She's a lot of fun. So
Focusing them.
I know that it takes extra rakes and wheelbarrows and people and all of those things, and so we appreciate you guys, like the town, making that service project opportunity for the
Anytime
kids.
they wanna come back.
Well, I'm glad you like them back. That's good news for me.
Lisa,
I got nothing.
You were to talk.
I've talked enough.
Rick,
Marks look good.
Thanks to you.
Thank you. You guys are doing great.
Generous donation was given,
and we move on to
they
the
got
tedious
split
stuff.
up the other night. Just so
We didn't tell you you had to do that.
I know you did, but it's kind of a guilty conscience thing.
He doesn't have to know.
That's true.
We're gonna make a motion or work up to the point where we can make a motion to approve the monthly bills.
I need to look at them. I think it was Alicia this time.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
yes, please do.
So, CNC and.
All the specs are there, the warranty for purchase, it was a 3-year unlimited warranty.
It was for all of the work done by the district.
So it doesn't matter. Sorry. And Jay, refresh my memory on
You'd never be able to get them back.
so on the environmental lab, that was more because April had more days, correct?
April had 5 weeks instead of 4.
Okay,
There's
so
a couple
that was
months
the
this year.
increase.
Yeah,
Okay.
because usually it's 80, I think.
I thought I remembered you saying something about that.
No, you just initial. No.
What's 4 years? Okay, the other one was 3. I'll have him print that off because he didn't get that part of it.
That's that channel.
That's I just got this from September. That's when JC and Alicia took in the biosolids from the wastewater plant last year. We just bought it.
I'm keeping them in order. I'll give him one. I'm just checking the check with you now because you already went through these, so I don't need to scrutinize them. No, I'm just checking number and this amount and the initial. I'm good with that. Here.
Yeah, that one was definitely surprising. Yeah, only because I
This is silly.
requested them.
This is one of them.
But you can
And
get
then we send it back and it just, it costs us more to do
It's
it. We're a
in-
third party or second.
They're really hard on track.
Or even if there's a fires.
Yeah. So I thought about that. Oh, I mean, for me, I was just like, that's it. Set a few days. Rest. Very out. Townspeople like about the better. It'll be hard. People can see your stuff is safe. But it's not really bad, so that will open up. Yeah. Joe was there yesterday, right by.
That's funny that.
Yeah. The hard part is driving. Yeah.
Yeah. The biosolids. Being a state. It's hard Jane, is there a way you can contact, who would you contact? Brian, I have a good question for you and your facility. We have a bill here. It happened last year, September of 2025. They're just now getting it to us for our biosolids. Is there a limitation that they can send you a bill if they're that late? Bartech for our biosolids. They can all haul down.
Well, maybe they have sent you bills.
No, this was after that. That's cute.
Funny, but they're all zeros at the bottom.
Maybe they were just waiting, hoping that there would be money down the road.
Maybe they were being nice.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. I mean, not that we're not gonna pay it, but.
Right. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you remember, could you ask Crystal if she
Sure,
sent
I can
across
ask.
something like that?
Yeah, I would be careful paying it. Making sure it's legit.
It is legit.
It is legit. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys know you have.
They
a
actually took
relationship?
it down.
They actually did, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
carbon
involved.
Yeah.
But it was September, almost.
Yeah, you feel like you do owe the money?
Oh, yes, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. We owe the
Yeah.
money,
And it's
but
not even very much.
maybe their billing service needs to
Okay.
step up a little.
Yeah.
They could
I'm
have been
thinking they're-
being nice. Maybe they knew what we were going through.
I'm thinking their books are really hard to keep.
Give them the
So
benefit of the
just-
doubt.
It is possible that they had to see something.
No, it is not.
No, we got on top of that, all of it in June.
My guess is we're so small compared to what they get in there.
And that could be, we're just overlooked.
They're just now getting close.
We are so small considering.
All that's been sitting
That's my
there.
guess, honestly.
That could be, that's a good observation.
Because that's where all the stuff is.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah, Bryce, that's where Bryce goes, that's where Ryan's goes, that's where all of them.
Okay.
They all go there.
Do we have vouchers to look at?
Yeah, do you want to look at them?
Yeah.
There's 3 of them.
There's just these ginormous trucks, ginormous.
Oh, I bet.
As
Bigger
opposed to our
cities.
little tiny
So what is the limitation on that when you guys are bagging that? What is our deal gonna be? Is it a yearly, or are we gonna be able to go 2 years?
I don't know the way you're gonna keep it.
They gotta sit there trying to.
Okay.
I honestly don't know the answer to that. Because we don't have.
You guys have some outstanding Anatech invoices. They're all Anatech. It's a total of $915.53.
And those have been checked on and they are legit.
Yeah.
Those are Trios.
And that's just for Antech. You know.
Yeah, it's just Anatech. That's all I
And
got.
what was that total again, Jane? I'm sorry.
$915.53.
Thank you. We need a motion to pay that.
In a motion?
I'll make a motion to pay Anatech bill in the total of $915.53.
In a second?
I'll make the second. I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And treasurer's report.
Treasurer's report for the month of April. Your money market beginning balance was $78,535.12. Your ending balance is $70,331.93. You guys approved the $10,000 transfer from money market to business checking, so there's a big difference. You guys gained $18.07 in interest in your money market. Business checking, you have, your beginning balance is $30,307.02. Your ending balance as of today is $13,465.82. Let's see here. Accounts payable total is $8,127.61. Payrolls $5,905.06. So your total pending amount is $15,577.58. That does give you a deficit on the treasurer's report. You guys had a deposit today of over $21,000 that went into the business checking. So I wouldn't suggest doing another transfer
No,
from your money market. You guys will be okay.
I would like to avoid any transfers unless it's an unnecessary breakage, so.
Yeah.
Need a motion to accept the treasurer's report?
I was just told that.
I know a lot of people live in Metaline. I talk to a lot of people who live in Metaline on an ongoing basis. It is my understanding that a resident, a typical residency here, will use between 8,000 and 10,000 gallons of water a month. And they pay about $90 a month for that.
Exactly.
I use between 500 and 600 gallons a month. Your residents pay less than a penny per gallon. I would be happy if you all could figure out a way to monitor the water I take. I mean, I'll track it for you. And I'll pay you the residential rate for that water. That's about $3 for my 300-gallon tank.
Okay.
I'd be happy to do that. I'm not going, I can get free water. I know where to get it.
Leclerc Creek.
No,
And
no,
elsewhere.
I can get it in Metaline Falls.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not gonna pay 15 or 20 cents a gallon for your water that a resident gets for a penny. I'll go get my free water.
Okay.
So, can I speak on that for just a second?
Oh, by all means, you have 3
Our
minutes.
flat, thank you. I'll try to keep to that. We have a flat rate and that's kind of how we came up with what we've discussed.
Right.
That flat rate supports the wages of our clerk and our town worker and supports the supply and demand on our plant. Now that I'm hearing you only have 350 gallons that you use a month, I don't know.
Well, yeah, between 400 to 600 gallon.
But that's why we have our flat rate on our water, so no matter what they're using,
Mhm.
it's never metered after that.
Okay,
And that supports our plant, and that's electricity, that's chlorine, that's all that treated water, and
on that issue, if you have a resident that pays the flat rate, do you have a limit on how much water they can use?
No.
not at this point.
Can I talk for a second here?
Just let me finish before I forget this, Pete. I'm old and mentally decrepit now. So if an average resident uses 8,000 to 10,000 gallons a month, but you have a resident or somebody that pays your flat rate that uses 500 gallons a month,
And we do.
Is your plant not prepared for that person to use 8 to 10,000 a month?
It's prepared for the hookups that we have.
Okay,
But
so if that
that's the
person wants
flat-
to give me that water, what's wrong with that?
No,
Is surplus water?
no.
What's wrong with that?
Okay, first of all, the ratepayers own our water system. Okay, and what they're paying for, they're not paying for the water, they're paying for purified water. They're paying for JP, they're paying for Jade, they're paying for the filters, they're paying for the thing, and it costs us X amount of money, whatever it is, to operate that plant a month. It's like about $8,000, right?
It costs you no more for my 700
Right,
gallons.
so what you're paying, we don't care how much water.
No, but you want me to pay even though you don't care.
Well,
Let me
let's-
talk here, all right.
How about
What
we
you're
table,
paying-
how about we table this conversation and come
Okay,
to the
great.
meeting and we can
Okay.
have a more in-depth,
There's
And-
way more that goes.
there's,
it's-
yeah.
There's rules and regulations that we're governed as the town. There's way more than just,
And Ken,
Setting
what
the
we're
rate.
finding now, this is an after, we're trying to get up to proper procedures and policies with our water plant and with the state, with Evergreen Water. And we can't gift our water either. We can't stop someone from going to their friend's house and filling up. But then too, we have to look at the liability if someone were to say, you're dropping the hose in there and they don't have a back contamination. I don't know. These are things that we're facing and they can fine us.
They're not gonna fine you for me taking water from you, Mini Mart.
How about we table this and we'll,
Okay.
yeah, and we'll just discuss it at
All
the
right,
meeting.
Good. I was gonna say you come to my house and get water, but I don't wanna muddy the water.
Well, I have 2 places in Metaline Falls will give me all the water I want for free,
Bad pun. So.
with no questions asked.
Okay. Any other comment? Need a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
Go home, take a
You
nap.
wanna go home, Rick?
Second?
I'll- Yes.
All in favor?
Aye. Feel better, Rick.
Great, Mark, you made an executive decision. Good job. I didn't have to do it.
If you wanted to email, you could be like, hey, it's brown or not brown, because I don't want it to look like that. I just said,
Here, what does it
I just, because the more around, like, I know what that is. Yeah. They might be like, something special.
Well, have you ever seen them in the ground?
Yeah, I didn't even realize there was a choice. That's what the Forest Service does, but I'm sure you're right, I'm sure there's a green.